You think I lose street credit if I play Fall Guys?
No, it's like a gaming channel.
but
It's a
but you,
dumbass game, but
but you think that you think that guy at GameStop is gonna see me playing Fall Guys and be like, "Yo, I can take this guy."
I mean, I don't know about all that. I think just overthinking the situation. The
Next
fuck
time
does that
I
have to
see him,
do with
he's
something?
like, "I ain't scared of you. You play Fall. You play Fall Guys."
What the fuck are you gonna do?
Oh my. Welcome back, everybody, to the Team Kill podcast. My name is Killing Spree 37,
And this is Silencer.
and we are on episode number 5. Silencer, how was your weekend, buddy?
It was stressful, busy, but overall good. Can't have the good without the bad, I guess, at some point. But overall, it was a good week. Can't complain, buddy.
Oh man, I've been
Other
busy.
than working, I didn't really do fun activities, I guess.
No?
You know, that's just how the adult life it is.
I'm already knowing, bro. Listen, I have
You're
never
tripping.
been
That's different.
busy. I'm never busy when I'm supposed to be busy, and when I am busy, it's usually when I have a bunch of shit to do. And that was just the case doing all this. UFC 4 dropped. You had the Apex new season, the new character.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
Man, I've been fasting 24 hours between meals to try to, get a little healthy. I just started a new job. Actually, today I had my first day, which was pretty terrible. Oh man, I had such a terrible day today.
Well, spill the beans, buddy. Since
Listen,
you're used to beans.
and rice. Listen, um, let me first shout out the people that wear these little COVID masks. Cause let me
Hmm.
tell you, I was
Oh, you
doing.
didn't wear one?
Nah, I did wear one, but I was like super physical and moving around and breathing heavy,
Ah,
and that fucking
okay.
mask was just like cutting off the air going out when I was breathing in that hot ass air that was
Yeah,
just
yeah.
in the trapped in the little mask. If you wear those masks and you have no issue, respects to you, or the people that just have an issue and get through the day with it, respects to you. Listen, I haven't worked since COVID um, was even announced and it was a thing to wear mask, and
Hmm.
which is kind of funny because on the when they have Employee of the Month, January no mask, February no mask, March no
What the
mask,
hell?
April, May, June, July, August all have masks. And I'm like, yep, you can tell where COVID hit.
Wow.
So listen, um, man, that mask sucked. It played a huge part of like how difficult the first day of work was. I just was just lifting a bunch of vegetables and fruit like by the bulk, and it just got in the way of work, and I could see it being a problem. Hopefully, I can get used to it and get into it. But let me tell you, one thing that sucked today, man. They told me to mop this fridge, which was it
Uh-huh.
was a pretty big fridge. I
You
started
mop a
mopping it.
fridge.
Yep, mopped it. I was doing pretty good, okay? I got to the entrance of the fridge and the yellow bucket, like the yellow bucket, like a school janitor, that tipped over and fell, and all the water got all over the fridge
Oh
again.
damn.
Wait, so then I mopped it again, right?
Hmm.
And I'm starting to strain the mop using it like you press down on one of the things and it strains it for you.
Yeah.
I pull it out, and one of the things is stuck to the thing, and it pulls it, and it spills again.
Wow.
Wait,
Oh,
then I'm
there's more.
almost wait, and then I'm almost done, and then I spill it the last and final fucking time, the same way I spilled it the other 2 times,
So a total of
three
three times.
times. Wait, then I
Oh
finish. I
god.
do like an additional 30 minutes of mopping, just for somebody with the Zamboni or whatever it's called to come up there and mop the thing with the machine.
Zambodi.
Yeah,
Sounds like
bro.
next. That's crazy.
Oh man, it was such a bad day. Listen, I only bring it up, and this is what I kind of wanted to talk to you about, and it kind of goes with a YouTube. Or I'm so yeah, it was a YouTube question. It wasn't a Twitter question. It was like, how do you balance stuff, and when you balance stuff, such as like you trying to do YouTube stuff or just trying to do independent stuff in general, how do you balance that with life? And me and you we're entrepreneurs in many ways. You're more successful in your ventures, but there was a question that they had asked was how do they balance stuff and how do you find motivation and stuff. So I wanted to kick off the discussion mainly just with a few things. So like I said, I brought up this earlier that I got UFC 4
Mm-hmm.
and I tried it, played it, was doing pretty good, made my own little creation, which was a Ninja Turtle. The video was doing great. Um, I felt like I didn't miss a step.
Okay.
I went online to play. The skill gap was extremely different. I do see myself having to, go to practice mode and learn everything because I do feel like there's a lot of ground to cover for me, and especially this year because I feel like the game is brand new and there is a lot of eyes and attention on me at the moment that I feel like I have to come through. But it's extremely difficult when they removed one of the things to help you make badass characters. They removed tattoos and they switched up the whole format to play the game in general. So uh, a lot of people don't know this, but UFC 3 when I first got it, I had the same exact doubts. It got to the point where I was extremely sad because you know you 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 have this image of yourself and what you want to be,
Mm-hmm.
and you also have the image of what you want your channel and content or your business, so to speak, to be. And it does hurt when you feel like you're not it or you are not living to its full potential. And when
Yeah.
people ask me about motivation, you know, like I said, I was unemployed earlier this year, and I focus 100% on my YouTube channel. 100% of these videos, they go out there with me editing, me just doing a bunch of things to get it done. And I go to work today, and I have one of those moments where I feel the same way. I start to doubt myself skill wise at the job, at the YouTube channel. For some reason, it just hits me, and I really started to get down on myself. And I don't like to work for other people. I like to work for myself.
Yeah.
One of the best things I found, working with myself is that I'm more understanding than any employer that I would work for, if that means anything. Remember, I hurt my back, and we came in, we did the podcast and stuff. I don't think an employer would be like, "Oh, you hurt your back, that's why you couldn't come in." Yeah, whatever, and it's not going to count, and we still expect
Oh
the
yeah.
the most out of you. And I don't think that that's a general thing that we should be judged on. But I feel like we do our best works to ourselves, um, and when people ask me, well, how do you get out of that mindset? You got to remember what you're working towards. Don't quit your day job. Utilize it. Your
Yeah.
day
Exactly.
job, your day job doesn't have to be where you give 100%. Like I'm a person that I like to consider myself a 200% person. I give 100% to a company. I do exactly what they ask, but I would never, go over what they're asking. I give them 100% and that's it. And then my other 100%, I apply it to my life outside of work and on YouTube stuff. And I know as a person too, you you juggle a lot. Like I'm surprised you even were able to come in and do this. So I wanted you to give some advice to people that are having some hard time juggling stuff, and you can go in on some of your ventures and just tell the people, your hardships and what you find helps you when you're juggling a bunch of stuff, and maybe even the mentality that you have, going through it.
Well, that's a very complex topic. I don't even know where to start. Um, Well, I guess first of all, if anybody wants to, because see, I don't even know where to start. I don't know. I've always had a mentality where it's like I don't want to work for someone else and whatnot. It's just because I always, in all the jobs I've had before, I always see stuff where I can be like, oh, maybe if I do this, I can make it better and stuff like that.
Right.
So for people that feel this way, they're never gonna be happy working for somebody else or at a company.
Hmm.
And this is why also you see these people that are making a bunch of money working for a company, and then at the end of the day, they're not happy. But
Yeah.
they're living comfortable. But what's the point of having all that money if they're not living comfortable?
Hmm.
I mean, they are living comfortable, but they're not internally satisfied. And I guess my motivation is I want to first of all rule, of course, not be worried about being financially stable. And the second rule, where I don't have to watch over my back, knowing somebody else is looking at me and being like, "Hey, you're doing this wrong. Do this better instead." And then something fails, and then you get the end of the stick, and then you get fired, and all this bunch of shit, and then you give
Hmm.
all your best to the job, and then at the end you get replaced. That's the only thing I don't know. It ever since I grew up and started seeing how the workforce was like, I just said, "Nah, fuck that, it ain't for me."
Nah, I agree with you.
So, like, yeah, like you said, yeah, if you people who have a job and are, thinking like, oh, maybe I have an idea to start my own business, or I wish I was my own boss or whatever, like, yeah, keep your day job, don't quit it. Just like you said, don't give everything to it. And, because you still, regardless, you need to finance your dream somehow, and it's not
Hmm.
gonna happen by not having a job.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, just whenever I started doing everything, it's just I was working at Toyota and just saving little here, little there. And it just got to a point where it came like, okay, well, I guess I'm ready. And yeah, just went off like that. And it's just the mentality that you need to have to always motivate yourself what you're working for. Like I never wanna if if everything quit right now and like whatever business that I'm in just fails, I know I can wake up tomorrow and be like, okay, well, let me try another idea.
Hmm.
It's just that, motivation as a leader, I guess, that you have that you wanna do for yourself instead of just giving up and being like, "Oh, hey, can I work for you?" Because I don't know, it just to me feels like you're begging people at that point, and
Yeah.
I just don't see it as a human being. Like your pride is just like, why would you beg somebody when you can go and fish for your own food as well? Probably even better. And that's what people don't understand. Like, yeah, you're getting paid this certain amount a month. I mean, a month or a week, and when if you do things by your own, you can literally triple or even quadruple that if you do things on your own. Of course, it's not gonna be easy, but it's just whatever people pay their workers it's just it's just shit. And then
Yeah.
you're over there working your ass off. And one interesting thing is that you can go to college and get your degrees and you study for all these years to get a real good job at this big firm that requires bachelor's or master's degree and all that, and yeah, you work your ass off just to apply for that job. So you have to get a diploma to work for somebody else, but to start your own business you don't need any kind of document or you know bachelor's degree or whatever, which is kind of interesting to me
Yeah. That is.
because it's like why big jobs require that, but you can literally open your own business without having zero college and have the possibility to be successful.
Right.
I
Yeah.
think
So, oh, you go for it. Go for it.
it's just for me, I've always thought the school system was a way to train kids to be part of a working force instead of a leader type people. So in school, yeah, they teach all these things is useless, and then you grow up and then you're like, oh, I gotta find a job, and then you're just stuck in that mentality. They don't teach you about, doing your taxes and all this other stuff that you can do on your own, or how to be a boss, or how to start your own business, or, stuff like that. They never teach you that
Right.
because, in the government's eyes, they hate small businesses. So of course they're always gonna try and keep everybody in the same pool and be like, hey, you know what? Just focus on trying to get a degree, go work for somebody else, and that's it. That's gonna be your life.
Right.
It's not freedom. And if you pursue your dreams where you're like, oh yeah, I want to do this and be my own boss, you have freedom. Nobody bosses you around. You control your own hours, and it's just everything is just there for you. But of course, it doesn't come easy. You know, it's hard work and long hours, and like you said, a balance is a big important thing that you need to do because you can have the best idea, you can have the best skills, but if you don't know how to convert that into actual actions that you can effectively put it in the real world, you're never going to do anything.
Right.
And that's what a lot of startups that fail, that's where this is their weakness. Yeah, I have all these good ideas, but they don't have the creativity or just the mindset of effectively starting that idea just to get the ball rolling, I guess.
Mm.
So it's a mindset that has to be trained. It's not just let me go to high school or college because they don't teach you this kind of stuff. They teach you to be a worker, not to be your own boss.
Well, and the
You
thing
know?
that I like that you said too is that it's a mindset, guys. Not only that, guys, you have to be honest with yourself. Like, do you have the skills? You know, let's say you want to be a singer. Can you sing?
Yeah, you have to be
Like,
realistic.
you got to be realistic with your goals, and a lot of people that ask me, well, how can I get my YouTube channel? Oftentimes, man, I watch the videos. It's nothing entertaining. It's nothing that's that'll separate you from. My nephew could drop a video right now and it'd be semi entertaining, you know, but
Yeah,
it wouldn't separate you from that. So it's real honest, guys. A lot of you guys have always asked me this. I thought that we could always give you some type of some feedback from us. It isn't an easy thing to do. It's definitely not worthwhile now, right? Right now, you're getting the notoriety, you're getting the attention and stuff. You're sure you're making some YouTube money on the side, but it is a mindset that you have to have that I can do this. And like I said, I was doubting myself. I wanted to talk to you because I was doubting myself, and I don't like when I do that. I think
yeah,
that I'm above that, and I feel like I should be able to see what I do because I made the tutorial, and then like the next day I felt like shit, and I was like, man, like I don't even think I could fucking do this anymore. And I'm like, nah, like. And then today I always go back to work, and when I go back to work, it always reassures me like, yeah, this shit's not for me, but it's strictly made for the people that maybe don't have nothing going on, no type of creativity, no type of I would even say it factor. You know what I'm saying? There could be, like I said, if you want to be able to sing or become a singer, can you sing? Okay, that's just you got to be realistic with the goals you set and the mindset that you want to be. Um, so I give that piece of advice to you, but I also give it with you with a story. Caesar, do you know how the Play-Doh was invented?
Plato?
Yeah,
No,
I heard a very interesting story over the weekend. So
serious.
Play-Doh was accidentally invented in 1955 by Joseph and Noah McVicker while trying to make a wallpaper cleaner. So the business, yeah, so it was supposed to take off some of the stuff from the wallpaper, but eventually the business started to die out, and he was stuck there with a big hole in his pocket. And eventually, his sister, I believe, um, would always give the goop to the kids, and the kids liked the goop. And the sister told him, "Why don't you put some color in it and make it for kids and call it Play-Doh?"
Yeah,
So I bring up that story to tell you guys that um, one small adjustment can change your life.
yeah. The most simplest thing can have a big effect.
Can have the biggest effect, guys. So I want to leave you those with some positive words for people that are trying to do some entrepreneurship, those people that are trying to, create content. It goes above, just making YouTube videos. It has to be, you have to have a general mindset. I do YouTube videos. Silencer does a bunch of other things that he juggles and he's really good at, and he's successful in that type of stuff. So, you heard it from the horse's mouth, and for those that were asking, I hope that heard, that hopefully that's heard to the right ears. And the people that just don't understand it, you don't have to understand it. Um, but if you do want to be successful, guys, like I said, you're a small adjustment away from being the person that you want to be. What that is 100% up to you. And I hope that answers your question. And thank you,
You know what?
Silencer. Yep.
Let me add something. There's a lot of people who never. I guess I started to do all this. Even friends, they were never supportive because they were like, "Man, you're gonna take on your own business. That's never gonna work."
Mm,
You know, the real negative type of people, and
oh yeah.
that can bring a lot of doubt. So if whoever's listening and you know you wanna throw ideas at people or your friends, like okay, I take the feedback, but you have to understand that not everybody's gonna have the same mindset. So on my end, I had a lot of people say, "No, don't start your own business. A lot of stress, a lot of blah blah blah." Um, but it's not. I don't know. It's something that you shouldn't take in consideration because if you ask me, and you're working and you have a real good paying job, and if you ask me, should you continue that good paying job or start your own business? I'm gonna just straight up say, leave the job and start your own business. So
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that are negative towards this kind of subject, and it goes it's mostly if you don't have that business mindset or just where you can do stuff on your own, you'll never have people supporting you, and that's a big factor of how successful you are. Because if you continue to have that kind of mentality on the people around you, that starts to wear off on you. So it's something that I had to get rid of, even though they were cool and good friends, but the mentality didn't match, the frequencies didn't match, and it was just something that it was affecting me at the end of the day. So after I let all that go, my day started getting better and my focus, and instead of having all that negativity come in my ear, I started having positive things and started meeting new people that had their own business. And when you surround yourself with people with the same mindset and that want to be successful no matter what, instead of being a slave to the system, it does wonders for your mind.
And your
And
confidence too. Your
yeah,
confidence, like, man, like nothing feels better, bro, than like knowing that I got this in my back pocket. And when people are like, "Oh, well, who did the graphics or who did that?" and I'd be like, "Oh, a third party company," and
yeah. So
like they're like,
you're
"Oh
you
my,"
have a
you know.
you have a pool that supports you, but that's that's another reason. Like people think that, oh yeah, you can be successful by yourself, and you can, but it's hard. But even me, I have a lot of help, and you have to find people that can help you. And number one rule is just somebody says, hey, let's help. Don't trust anybody, but it's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, and like I can
To
tell you right now, it's hard for people to even watch a free video, give it a
Yeah,
like, a share on somebody's Facebook wall or social media is like
yeah, it
pulling
really is.
teeth and awkward, and like you'll learn not to do that. It'll happen naturally for people that respect you, and if they don't do that, that doesn't mean that necessarily they're not your friends, but that means that support system that you might have in doing this is very limited, and you need to you got to make sure that that like any support that you get should be like 100% cherished. So that's why I shout out to everybody that listens to the podcast. Shout out to everybody that fucks with the channel. Um, it just goes unsaid, guys, that I just 100% love my fan base, and we're gonna continue to push it out because that's the whole point. But yeah, that was just heavy on my mind, bro. Working, and I was just a little hurt, and I was just, down on myself, and I was like, man, like it needs to be one of those episodes where, we give the real to people, because not every day is gonna be 100% of your best,
Oh yeah, I mean, just
mentally, physically, you're not always gonna be at your best. But
Yeah, there's a bunch of days where I wanted to throw the towel, but then just like you had that wake up call today where you were like, "Damn, this ain't me."
yeah,
I just think back and then I'm like, "Nah, I mean it. I might want to throw the towel, but I'm gonna be regretting this whenever I go fucking ask somebody to fucking pay me to do
right.
work." Which is yeah,
Oh no,
it's just a mentality.
I'm gonna blow that fucking paycheck on YouTube shit, buddy. Marketing, image, something's going towards that. So I can't wait to get even the first paycheck. I was already asking like, "Yo, when did we get paid?" They're like, "Oh, we just got paid." I'm like, "Damn, I gotta work 3 weeks for the first fucking paycheck."
Yeah, you see it. Like,
Damn, bro. I was like, I can cash my YouTube shit right now. All right, but let's go ahead and get into some topics. First off, Apex Season 6, Rampart. What is your thoughts overall? You've played it. You've gotten down to the
Ramp
nitty
lane.
gritty of it. Um, what are some of your takeaways, hot takes?
So I guess first of all, she was. Well, first of all, season six is good. I like it. Not there's a lot of people are like, "Nah, season six is trash." I don't
Yeah,
see
there's a
any.
whole Facebook group saying that the
Yeah,
season's trash. They have like 20K
but
people in there.
here, listen. I think it's trash because they changed the whole way the game mechanics, and now people that were doing certain things tried on this season, and they're getting blown away or just getting down super quick, and this is what hurts them, and then they start bitching about it. But I think it's just their way of playing.
The meta,
Something you have
yeah.
to adjust because you can't go like from one game to another expecting to have the same skill set. So what Apex did, they changed the whole, I guess, playing mechanism because it is
Yeah.
different.
They
You have
added
to
a new
play
map.
different style. Yeah.
They added some type of crafting system, which, mind you, is going to be like one of the best things. My only little takeaway from that was that I don't think that it should take you away from the game screen, but it does do that. It takes you away. It's like a little screen, a little
Well, it's
animation.
I think it's balanced because you can do good thing at your advantage, but you're also sacrificing your life at that point. So if you get it, you get rewarded real good.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, so it's a balanced thing. So you have to do it fast, and if you do it and you pull it off, then hey, here's your reward for being brave. I think it's good.
No, it
I
is.
don't think
It
it's
is.
bad.
No, it's not bad. I just got in a position where like shit was going down and my ass was still like loading into the animation.
Yeah,
Favorite part of the map so far?
I don't even know what it's called. It's
I like the rocket ship one.
which one's that? I have
It's
to
like
see it.
over there by like the fire, by like Lava City, I think.
Yeah, that's. I think that's where I.
It's like the big
Cause there's
ass
the.
rocket.
Yeah, they look like a NASA shit.
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah,
Yep, you
that's
know where
just
it
dope.
is. Man, we
Yeah,
land there and it's like so fun and it's very innovative. They definitely added a bunch of changes and points of interest in it. I was
yeah,
blown away because like it was so like nice and like different. Like it felt like a new map, even though we're playing on World's Edge again.
yeah. But there's different coverage areas where you can cover
Right.
all this cool fun stuff.
How do you feel about the Volt?
It's good. I I I give it maybe two runs in it. It's a good gun, and I feel like it's a little bit like the R99, but
Right.
a little slower.
Yeah.
I think they just did that to replace it a little bit. So I guess to make it more balanced, because I feel like people were always using the R99, so the developer saw that that was the most used gun, and I guess they wanted to give a chance to the other guns to be more versatile, where they gave the player like, hey, you know what? There's this other gun. Why don't you try it?
Yeah, they just need to take that gun away from people because I like the Volt. Don't get me
It
wrong,
was
I
getting
do like
spammed too
it.
much.
But the R99 was used too much. It was a part of too many metas, and it needed to be
Yeah.
vaulted and put it away in the drop box, and whoever gets it at that point. It's a different color this time. It's not gold. It's like reddish when it
Oh,
drops
okay.
as a loot drop.
Yeah.
But I like the Volt. The Volt's pretty cool. 19 bullets was okay. Even maxed out, I feel like it's not as overpowered as everybody's been making it. Um, I think people just get those lucky ass headshots and fucking
Yeah.
shred you, and that's what happens. But a lot of people are saying that it's overpowered. I don't necessarily think that it's overpowered. That's coming from a person that's used it and been killed by it.
It only
It's
takes one dumbass to
Yeah,
get killed by it that's not super skilled in movement. Where they're like, oh damn, this fucking gun shredded me. This thing is overpowered. I'm gonna go bitch at it now.
yeah, they just complained about it, and
It's dumb.
I saw all that stuff, and I took it into account. But when I started playing it, I was like, all right, these people are literally complaining about the dumbest shit in the world because they
Yeah.
have other electricity energy weapons that are just fucking clapping people still, and nobody bats an eye. But
You know what's
um,
funny
yeah,
on season 1 and 3, that devotion was a regular drop, right?
yeah, it was a
Okay, so
regular
people
weapon.
weren't complaining about it back then, even with the turbo shit. But now
Yeah.
they're fucking complaining about it. It doesn't fucking make sense.
Yeah, it
It's
really doesn't
dumb.
make sense. They just find things to complain about, and I find it funny. They're starting to complain about the new character already. So you had a few little complaints.
Little complaints is that I don't know. I don't find her useful. Listen, the first time I used her, I was hyped because I put the little what the hell's the little shield? I don't know what it's called.
Just like a
So
shield.
so I put it up and I was like, damn, this is dope. And I started shooting at it, and I was cool. So the first gunfight I went into, I put it on there, and maybe 2 seconds in, I get a sniper at me.
Yeah,
With one shot, it broke the damn thing.
yeah,
And then well, guess what happened next? I got downed.
yeah.
So I think that shield is a little bit worthless, and her minigun very situational. I don't think you can use it for, oh yeah, the squad is coming. Let me just put it on the ground and start smashing it.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't work like that. So
I've done that, and it's like it takes you so long to ready up the gun, and it doesn't work the way people are thinking. It needs to
yeah,
be like you set up base, you know exactly what you're doing. They're distracted. Um, I have a perfect example. They were coming up the hill. I ended up blocking it off with the things. They were throwing grenades. They were throwing all this other stuff. They pretty much ruined the whole setup that I had put. And her walls, they had like some type of glitch where you barely put it and you shoot the top of it and it gets destroyed. I don't know if that's on purpose. Don't know if that's a glitch. They did say there was a glitch about shooting the top of it, but I don't know exactly what it is. They said they were gonna hot fix it. We'll see what happens. Overall, I like the character. She was cool. Situational, like you said, but I did find it useful to put her little shields at the door because it blocks the door completely. Like other things, like sit in front of the door a little bit, but not like 100%. In the way.
yeah,
This
but
one
you
has
just
no
want
problem.
grenade from dropping it.
But the thing is that the way that I set it up was that the door, the door, you would open and close it, so they couldn't shoot your shield. They had to shoot the door. And
Yeah,
while people, yeah, you might have grenades. In that situation, they didn't. So I figured out, you could fucking shoot through the door, and once they start shooting back at you, so they don't destroy the shields. Um, I was closing the doors, and it wasn't destroying shit. And I was getting easy claps with Dill, and we were able to get the victory, and we got the first W with Rampart. Um, her her minigun, like I said, it's slow. It's like that. I believe is situational. Um, just because that I do set it up in like nice angles and stuff, but oftentimes people don't come through, and the
yeah,
little laser gives it away where they don't want to show people. Oh, people don't want to come through because the laser's right there. They know exactly what that is for. But I found it in some cases where people were trapped in a building. You just put it right in front of them, right in front of the door. They have to come out of that door. The other door is in the zone. They don't have a Wraith. They have to come out of that door. And they do come out of the door, and you just shred them with the minigun and easy collapse. But I don't think she's the worst, but I feel like they should work on her walls just because they shouldn't go down that easy. And, she's a modder. I think you should even like be able to repair them, uh, costing you a shield. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
like okay, you can put up six, but let me. I have three right now. Let me, and I have two. I only have two up, and you just destroyed one of them. Rather than put up another one, I think you should be able to repair it and be able to utilize it again. Just simple things like that. I felt like were very useful to her. But I did rate her pretty high. I still got to play with her a little bit more, but I played about a good 20 games. But I felt like she had potential, and
So
yeah,
what's your rating from 0 to 10?
I'm gonna have to give her like a good 7.
Damn
because
it, boy.
when I was able to set up all the shit, it did help both the blocking mechanism and
Hmm.
the giving your bullets energy and extra power and damage and stuff. It did work out for me pretty well on multiple occasions. I just took away from the fact that putting the gun and putting the shields while you're fighting them, or people just ambush you out of nowhere. There's no way in hell you can get anything set up, and at that point, you just got to use your energy weapon and whatever her passive is with LMGs and SMGs, and to try to get the victory. So I do rate her a 7 out of 10.
I'm gonna give her a 4 out of 10.
Yeah, we gotta play. We gotta play, and maybe that'll change your opinion.
I played maybe 5 games with her, and then I just had to go back to Loba.
The Watson thing that they're trying to push, where her, Watson, and Caustic, nah, it's her, Caustic, and I want to say Gibby can
The
be, or even Crypto, because you imagine Crypto. Let's say you have your gun set up, you have Crypto take away their shields, and then you just have Sheila fucking shred through them, and Caustic will just help them from keeping them from coming in, as well as the shield, because they can destroy the shield, but you can
Yeah,
have the traps right behind it, and they'll just go off when they hop over the fence. But I don't think Watson. I don't think they really thought about that through, because Watson's not that much of a key player anymore, and you definitely don't need her to run Rampart.
yeah. I don't know. It's people. I don't know. And plus, people were doing all this stuff in the firing range in a controlled situation. Whatever
Yeah.
they posted, they're never gonna have the time to build the little fortress like they did there. It's gonna be impossible.
No, and then the thing is too is like you're a Kraber shot away from killing that pylon that she has,
Yeah,
and you're literally like a few grenades and thermites from destroying the whole setup. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, true.
So even if like crypto's EMP, it doesn't matter. Like you're not gonna know that they're in there until they're in there, and you have to get in, and you can't. So I'm excited to see what me and you are gonna do with her. We haven't played together because we've been busy, but we're definitely gonna try to get it in hopefully this weekend, and we'll hopefully have an update on Apex Season 6. But so far, I thought it was cool. I'm a little disappointed in the Battle Pass, but other than that, I feel like it was cool.
Yeah, the goddamn skins are trash.
The skins are trash, and then the quests are just comic strips. They're not even missions anymore. They're just comic strips.
Yeah, it's kind of dumb.
It's kind of dumb.
It feels
So,
rushed at that point.
exactly, and they're trying to blame COVID, and I don't buy it this time. So hopefully
Yeah,
the season has chock full of goodies. But so far I rated overall season 6 out of 10, but definitely Rampart. I do like her. She's a 7 out of 10. I believe I can get down to some type of game plan from her, and hopefully utilize her for some type of wins. But I still like Caustic better, but Rampart is definitely up there.
yo, talking about caustic, I read uh, those damn data miners or whatever. I
Yeah.
don't know if you've read this. They pulled up some kind of data that caustic and Bangalore are gonna get their heirlooms next, and
Oh my.
on the notes it said that Bangalore was gonna get one of those what's it called, a
The fuck is that? Tom
tonfa.
Tomfa?
Yeah, that thing with the stick with the little thing where you can hold like a on your, it's like length.
Like a
I don't know, for
baton?
martial arts. Yeah, kind of like that.
Oh, okay.
So that, and then on the notes for caustic, it said it was gonna be some type
Mm,
of sledgehammer or some bullshit like that.
yeah. Listen, I'll accept Sledgehammer. I'll accept Scalpel. I'll accept all those. I'm excited. That's actually news. That's actually news to
Yeah,
me. I'm excited.
yeah, it's pretty good. So they said they were probably gonna release it on the on this next event because those miners were like, "There's no point of them, putting this on their development files if they're not gonna release it in this season. Why so early?"
Well, what they
So
need to do
hopefully
too
it'll
is like
come.
do like a showcase and like show us all the ones that they're gonna come because I don't think anybody asked for a Mirage heirloom. I'm just saying.
The most unpopular heirloom
Yeah,
to date.
the trashiest one. I'm not copping.
Nah, fuck that.
So let's get off of Apex and talk about Doritos ruining the promo. So remember me and you talked about they ruined the Call of Duty
The Cold
promotion,
War.
Cold War. It's official, guys. The next Call of Duty is Cold War. It's going to be based off the USA versus the USSR. I'm pretty sure they're a little tight with Doritos, but nonetheless, we got a bunch of little teasers and stuff from Warzone, and I felt excited to see it. Me and Caesar were playing one time, and it popped up on the screen, and it was like, "Know your history. History repeats itself." And I was like, "What is this?" So, do you think that's going to tie in with Warzone and this type of copy? Because they're saying that it's probably going to be. They said something about integrating Warzone with Black Ops, so maybe it's going to be like you can buy it from that Modern Warfare game.
I don't know what. Maybe, but I feel like see, the thing is with Warzone, I don't know. I just lost all motivation to go play it just because of the way it is. Like it's cool at times, but it can get fun. But I don't
The
know. It just
the
feels like if
cheaters, the cheaters and
yeah, it just
tryhards.
yeah, it's just like they're I don't know. It comes to a point where it just feels really repetitive instead of being fun.
Yeah,
So
I can definitely say that it's repetitive and um, there's just certain aspects that they used to shine really well at that when you play Apex or any other battle royale game in general, it's just lacking now like that thing that it used to have. Cause no lie, me and this Food Silencer were playing that shit for a long ass time. We cut off Apex. I'm pretty sure it was like season 4 with Revenant.
yeah,
Man, we cut that shit off hard. He had just bought the battle pass. We played it, and then Warzone
switched
came
over.
out, and we started having fun there. And it's just missing that thing that brought it out, and I don't see it returning anytime soon. They're adding a bunch of unnecessary stuff. They added a train. Apex took away the train. They're adding loot vaults, just like Apex. It's just lacking some things. Now, don't get me wrong. Driving cars and flying helicopters and the RPGs are the rocket launchers and stuff are just so fun. But
That
it's just
has
lacking certain things that just like, man, like this game is kind of boring.
those three elements has to be the most fun things to do in that game.
Listen, if Apex adds that, I don't see me hopping back on Warzone. I only do it for content purposes and like I was playing Warzone, but I was only playing it because the fucking Call of Duty shit wasn't working. Or I'm sorry, the Apex servers weren't working, so I was only playing
Yeah,
it, and I was still playing it, and I was like, damn, like the skill gap over there is different too. Like the people suck as randoms worse than they do in Apex.
yeah.
But yeah, they officially spoiled it for Doritos, and they were right. And I feel like we were talking about it and what it might be about, and sure as shit, it was exactly almost what we were talking about. We said China, but I could have sworn we said Russia too, hints of Russia. So
I don't recall. Yeah, but somewhere
yeah.
along the lines.
So another thing that was interesting, um, Fall Guys, right? Fall Guys, the game. I tried to get you to play it, and you were like, nah.
Yeah,
Um, Let me tell you, that game is like Flappy Bird meets Mario Party, and
hmm
is the most difficult, high tense game for the type of graphics that it has. Um, a bunch of pro players have been trying to get a win, and Just recently, Tim the Tap Man got his first win, and it was highly celebrated. ESPN tweeted them out and
What the
congratulated
hell?
them. He was like playing in front of like 3 million fucking people watching him, trying to
Damn.
trying to get the W because he fucking couldn't do it. All his friends did it except for him. But I did see an interesting video, and hold on, I'm gonna kind of send it to you.
A video regarding the game.
It's just in general. It was about the game, but it's more about. I already watched it, so I'm gonna let you watch it before. Um, it's really just about people kind of ruining games because they want to make everything a competition.
Let's
So
see.
this game is a party game,
Mm-hmm.
and you have streamers realizing exactly how to beat this game, make it a professional thing, and they try to make it like Fortnite. You have these guys that have absolutely no type of personality, and they're fucking getting a win every fucking game. It's not about getting a win every game. It was about winning and about having fun and the type of experience. I even played it. I thought you were gonna play it with me. You said no, and I was like, all right, well, I gotta get content, so I ended up getting it. But the video pretty much it. There's a guy that does a TikTok.
Yeah, that's what you sent, right?
Yeah, there's a guy that did a TikTok, and he was um, pretty much breaking down people making everything so competitive, and that has to do something with the games that me and you play. I know personally, UFC is just such a huge competitive game where people just like measuring dicks over there, and
Yeah.
it's all about who has the fucking bigger dick and whose score a thing is better. And while that's a competition based game, games like this I feel like shouldn't be. Um,
In that
I
realm.
agree. They should be in their own realm.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be where like, oh hey, fucking this guy's streaming and has fucking 200 wins and only played 300 games. Like, nah, this guy literally is just making it like super competition based, and it's not just him; it's multiple people. But he did include him in the video. And how do you feel about like tryhards just ruining game, and has it ruined your experience?
On certain occasions, yeah, because like I don't know. Sometimes you just want to sit back and play the game, just have fun. But then you have these assholes who are after you, just to ruin you super quick. You're like, what the fuck? You're just sitting there being cool, hell yeah. And
And
then
these
you have
aren't
this
even
damn
ranked.
fucking guy, yeah, fucking sweaty as hell, fucking probably screaming at the screen, saying he's gonna fucking kill you. And then you're just sitting there like, bro, I'm just
Yeah,
trying to fucking play, bro. This what takes it to the heart to fucking kill you. He makes it his day mission and goal to fucking fuck with people, and it's
yeah.
just like, well,
They even message you and they be like, "Yo, you're
yeah,
trash. You only got me because they messaged you that one time. Remember?
yeah.
Homie
So
fucking died, and it just happens. It happens, and I think I'm with the guy. I think people make things too fucking professional, or not professional, but like too fucking competitive. Not
it's
everything's
because
competitive.
we're also in the in the phase of streaming. So of course, there's a new game. Everybody's gonna be like, hey, you know what? What if I make a video being fucking competitive? Then I'll start to get my name known
Yeah,
and be like, oh yeah, you remember this guy? He did this on Fall Guys, blah blah blah. So it's just, I feel like that kind of mentality just comes from that perspective of like, hey, you know what? If I stream this or record it, I'm gonna be on the internet and it'll give some hype to my channel. I
but
feel like that's a
it
part of,
don't though.
yeah, but I feel like that's a part of these fools of how they think. Like there's like on this kind of game, it's just like, yeah, it's a that kind of game, but it's not a game where you're like, fucking
It's
making it
like a
your.
game. Like I said, it's like a game for like the graphics, bro, are like I want to say like hints of like 5 and under, and you have people that are fucking grown ass professional esports players, fucking, oh, get shit on, kid,
Yeah.
and that it just brings the wrong type of energy, and yeah, I just think it takes away from the game. I thought it was very interesting because like I do see it in too many games where people just get hurt and want to fucking sit there talk shit when they lose, and they become salty. They want to troll you on the internet. I've beaten people plenty of times, bro, on let's say games that don't even matter, okay, that aren't even
Yeah.
like really competition based. They go to my YouTube channel, they fucking spam the comments. You're trash. You're fat. That's why you have to do YouTube videos. You fucking suck. But like, all right, so where did they come from? Oh, I fucking, you killed me in this game. Well, don't fucking die, you loser.
You came with this game fucking 2 months ago.
Yeah, you fucking dumbass. So I get what homie was saying, and I 100% agree. It's on Dextero, guys. If you do want to see the video, it's just a TikTok of some guy watching some other guy play Fall Guys, and I try to play it. I have a couple clips coming, and maybe like a video. It is on the schedule on the docket. Um, it's just a hard ass game, but it's just really hard and difficult. And yeah, you can get a win and celebrate it, but them fools that are trying to get like, oh, I want to be number one in the world to fucking have all the wins. Like, all right, bud, like you need to fucking turn off your system and go to bed.
Yeah, true.
So speaking of people trying hard and the whole competitive scene and trying to just be like a game, like you said, like a gamer in person with internets and stuff.
Hmm.
Um, did you hear what happened between Epic Games and Apple?
No, I did not.
So Epic Games is the creator of Fortnite, and
Okay.
they were trying to make their own store within the app, so or
Uh huh.
within the app, so they could sell a Fortnite. So you didn't
Yeah.
have to go through Apple to get Fortnite.
Okay.
Well, after Apple told them, nah, you can't do that, they continued to do it, and Apple officially kicked them out of their fucking app store because they want to be the only place that sells apps, right?
Hmm.
Um, Epic Games is suing Apple, and they're getting backed by these companies saying that you can't do that. They're becoming Amazon, the way that they're trying to become like the one-stop shop and trying to take over a bunch of shit, which I thought was funny because they steal dances from popular fucking rap artists and stuff without asking them. So they want to complain when Apple gets their fucking share. But
Yeah.
I digress. So now iPhones, and you laughed at me for paying for my iPhone, how expensive it was. There's people buying iPhones on eBay for up to 4,500 and up to $10,000 because the phone has Fortnite because they didn't uninstall it.
Bro.
Yep, and there's a few people that bought it.
Holy shit.
And I'm like,
That's not.
I
That,
wonder who.
that's how ridiculous fucking this big
Four
fucking.
thousand five hundred up to
That's
10,000 on eBay.
that's fucking. I don't know. That's wild.
People are done, bro. They're buying that shit. They're giving this company money and like, listen, you can have your game, right? The same thing happened with Flappy Bird when they got kicked off the store because people were fucking breaking their phones and having aneurysms playing the fucking game. People were
Hmm.
buying the fucking phones that had Flappy Bird. My iPod, if I look for it right now, I guarantee it still has Flappy Bird when I first bought it, and people were literally were like, "I'll give you 2,000 straight for the fucking thing right now," because
Damn.
it's not fucking deleted and shit.
That's fucking
Four
wild.
thousand five hundred. Would you pay that?
Hell no. Never in my life.
Not even if you were balling and it was like a different game.
Fuck that. Especially
Uh,
not. No, if it was Apple, I ain't touching Apple for shit.
who the fuck wants to play Fortnite on their phone?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, my battery dies quick enough. You put that shit on, that shit's going from fucking 90 to 10% and fucking
You
while the
can't even
screen's
enjoy it
loading.
on that fucking little ass screen though. I don't know how people fucking play first person shooters in a comfortable way.
People are just addicted to the game, bro. They're addicted to that fucking game, and they just can't. They got to get their fix, you know. They got to fix. Oh, I got to play Fortnite now.
Yeah, but I don't know. It's ridiculous to fucking pay that much for a fucking. I don't know. That's
Nah,
that's
it's
shockingly stupid.
yeah, that's just not the same, bro. Get a fucking PlayStation, play for free. Don't fucking sit there and pay $5,000. Don't be an idiot. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That's like the people that play Call of Duty Mobile and they think it's the same as fucking Call of Duty Online. Like, oh, I got
bro.
a nuke. I got a nuke on Call of Duty Mobile. Do that shit online. Do it on Warzone. I want to see you do it
Yeah,
online
listen.
on a real system.
I think you remember whenever I installed it on my phone and I
Did
showed you.
you? Were you the one?
I showed you. I was like, bro, I get constant 7 to fucking 10 kills on the phone.
No, I have
And
another friend that gets like fucking 40 kills and doesn't
yeah,
die.
it's so dumb. And then it's a whole different ballpark when you play it on console. And people don't understand that. They get all hyped. They get on console, they fucking suck ass.
Well, listen, if you're fucking playing Fortnite mobile, um, or and you're trying to pay this much, you need priorities, buddy.
Yeah,
Quit your
exactly.
day job if you got
Fucking
that type
become
of money. Well, listen, guys, we're done with the episode. That was all I had on the docket. It was cool to touch base with Silencer. I have to go to bed because I have to wake up at like 4 in the morning and go to work. It's actually like 10:18 p.m. right now, so I'm gonna get a little bit of sleep. But shout out to Silencer because he's been busy. We've both been busy doing stuff. Shout out to everybody that's listened to this episode, listening to the podcast. The poll will go up, guys. Any way that it bends, we'll figure it out from there. But I've been getting positive reviews, and I'm pretty sure we'll be trying to keep doing this. And, just a lot of love, guys. Thank you for your support. Like I said, anybody out there chasing your dreams, chase it, man. Just don't forget where you come from. Be humble. And don't ever
Yeah.
let the mentality that I had or that you might have of like, man, this might not be for me. You know what? If it's not for you, buddy, you need to die on that hill and figure it out. Let it
Listen, and
happen if it
also,
happens.
if anybody that's listening wants to be like, hey, you know what? I have give me some advice or what should I do, blah, blah, blah. Because me coming as a, business owner and looking for advice online, it was extremely hard to find good information that actually helped me. But experience and trials and error made me see a lot of things. So if any of your, viewers or listeners are like, damn, I wish or what can I do? What do you suggest I do? Or blah, 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 then don't hesitate to, message the forum or the channel and ask your questions and we'll be happy to help. I'll put my input and then Killing Spree can put his and then you'll get more than one view towards the subject instead of trying to go online and not find any information that's helpful
Or you know what? You're just not going
before
to get the cookie cutter
make a
answer
bad
that these
decision.
punk ass YouTubers want to give you, buddy. Just
Yeah.
remember, they view you as a supporter until you fucking make your own channel. Then you're competition.
And then they do everything to fucking ruin you.
And they do everything to make sure that you don't move forward. Me, I don't give a fuck, guys. Prosper, but just know um, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And like I said, like the same guy that created Play-Doh, he made it for one thing.
Yeah.
That business died because something came up and was invented for that. And he was just one small adjustment away from what Play-Doh is today, man. And just like that, the guy who invented hot Cheetos, who just added some type of spice into the cheese Cheetos and became a big success. Just remember, guys, that you're always one small adjustment away from having your life being completely changed because of your hard work and your ability to have faith in yourself. With that being said, guys, thank you guys so much. I'm Killing Spree 37.
And this is Silencer.
I'm out.
The champion of the world, Killing Spree 37!